today's topic is for the culture, right? Because we as Nigerians, I want to bring it home. I know we've talked about things that relate to our culture we did in the past, in previous episodes, but today is going to take a different dimension, right? So the question is about who we are. I know that you know that we have beautiful cultures. So, but we're going to start by introducing yourself, where you're from.
Okay, my full names are Asomba Michael Ifeanyi, from Anambra State. I grew up in Ondo State, and I think pretty much all my life I was raised in the West.
In the West.
In the West.
Yoruba land. So that means you know about Yoruba culture properly.
Yeah, very well. And I also know my culture as well. So,
That's good.
yeah. So,
Mark, how far?
Yeah, my name is Mark CNN from South in Nigeria.
What's the tribe?
Ishekiri.
Ishekiri.
From Warri.
Yes.
So that's where I was raised. So I was raised with those cultures and values of,
So
the South.
you know Ishekiri properly.
Yes, I can speak.
Good. That's impressive. So me, I'm Dukaku Choma Mayor, from Southeast Abia State. Of course, I grew up there and everything. So, but today's topic, I would like us to talk about the things that we love about our culture and the things that we may need to change about our culture, because I believe it's a double-edged sword. So I grew up knowing some things that I still love till now, and right now I still have some things in my mind that if I have the chance to change, I will be the first to change it. So we have different opinions about what it is that we have experienced personally in our families that will, that has informed your decision about whether you love your culture and to what extent you do love it. And then, of course, the things that you don't like about it. So, but we're going to start with the things that we love about our culture first. I think that will, begin to throw more light to the conversation. What's, one of the core cultures, whether you're Yoruba now, because you can speak on both sides, it's okay because, you have the experience from both sides. So, what is one experience that you think that you love, that you cherish, growing up as someone from the Southwest, that was raised from the Southwest?
well, I think one of the good things about our culture and even growing up, right? There are some aspects of our culture that is not always the positive. There are some negativity as well too, but mostly positive things that have shaped our life or my life. I love the fact that we are very respectful.
Mm.
We're very, very respectful, most especially to our elders, both in Igbo culture, also in Yoruba culture. You can see that in both cultures, that plays a very key role when it comes to culture.
Right.
As in a broader view of it. Then another good thing about it is the community.
Mm.
They said it is not only you that can raise up a child.
A child, yes.
It's the community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one good thing about culture. So it helps the children be able to grow in an ideal way.
Yeah.
In a very respectful way. So for me, that is a very big, major things about our culture, right? That I want to talk about right now. So I will allow Mark to.
Yeah. So of course, from Igbo and Yoruba aspect, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mark, your tribe is one of the minorities in Nigeria, Ishekiri. So I'm sure not a lot of people would even know how things are done in that area. What are the some specific things that you love about your culture?
Yeah, you're right. My tribe is a minority in Nigeria, but Ishekiri. But to be good to know that they produce a lot of oil to the nation
Yes,
Nigeria,
yes.
even though it's a minority.
Yes.
You know, and some of the things I love about the Shakiri tribe is the unity it has, and also the food. You know, people talk about the food from the south, especially in Nigeria.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is very, very tasty. I don't know if you've been to banga soup
Yes.
or wo soup. You know, there's nothing like banga soup from the south.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know. God just bless South with the food. So that's one thing I love about the culture there. Also, the norms that we grew up with, just like Michael said, the values, the community values. You know, in growing up, growing up, grooming a child.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. Grooming a child, you know, there's values, there's community. That's one of the other thing I love about the culture, my culture that I grew up in.
Yeah. I believe that having been in this level right now, our kids growing up will want to pass those things down to them. At least some of those things that, like respect, you know, trying to inculcate into them those habits that we grew up in. Some of them might not be easy. It may not be easy to inculcate into them. For instance, I mean, we can't even do everything that we were, that happened to us. It's not even possible, right? But because even right here, the way people respond to strangers is different. Because the first time I came to this place, I realized that people are not too welcoming in terms of they can even see you and just cross over. You know, kids wake up in the morning, they don't greet you, they just go their way. But if you can't see somebody like an elder from your place that will be like, you will not greet the person. It's not ideal. I remember when one time my mom, because my mom told us that anytime we see someone like a man, and you want to greet the person, we say good morning, sir, or good morning, ma.
Yeah.
You know, so some of these things are things that make our culture beautiful, right? Even though some people may say that it's overbearing and all that stuff, but I genuinely think that it's something that is beautiful to always see, and we are always going to be ready to, you know, take these things to our own kids growing up. But you know, besides the things that make our culture beautiful, the focus of today's topic is actually on negative aspects. Now, because this topic I termed it cultural shock, and then the question is, are we being held under hostage by our culture? Because there are so many things that you and I know that we are not proud of, or that you do not like that is going on right now, you know, like in your culture or whatever, because of course talk about our marriage, talk about how we bury people, talk about so many things, so many ways we do things that you think, because sometimes I feel that we are boxed into believing something that has been in existence that men put in place, and those people that are all dead, and we are still following those cultures and traditions, and we are not trying to even change to adapt to what is obtainable in our own time and age. So, but I'm going to draw the curtain here and ask you guys, what is one thing, or what are the things that right now looking at you be like, if I have a chance to change this, or I don't like the way we do things, I don't like the way we do this or do that. What is one thing, or what are the things that you feel that you can change, or that you do not feel good about your culture, or in Nigeria generally?
What I would say in general, most of our cultures, they are too conservative in its extreme. You know, it can be in terms of marriage. You know, it used to be really, really worse. Like, people don't cross marry, like
Yes.
like from one tribe to another.
Yes.
Some cultures don't allow it. They want everyone to like marry internally. You know.
Yeah.
So, but these days, it's, you know,
it's been relaxed a bit.
Being like, you know, getting relaxed and all of that. Like, but the core values of that has been instilled by, you know, the ancestors are, don't get married to another person.
Yeah.
You know, to another tribe. So that's something I feel should be extinct, in its entirety.
Yes.
That's one thing. Then also, in terms of societal expansion or building expansion or real estate, conservation also falls in the sense that some cultures won't allow you to come and invest in their
And
town,
buy land in their own area. Yes.
because they feel, oh, the gods have done something here, and it's only for the son of the soil that can only do it.
Have you had that experience before?
Me?
Yes.
I've not had it, but I know it's very common in the East.
Yes.
But even in Nigeria, where I come from too, you can't buy.
So let's say me from Abia State cannot come to.
You have to buy through me. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
So I cannot come and buy land and say I'm buying land as a Nigerian.
No.
I'm buying land to
No.
own a land.
No. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. The land is because the owners of this land are all Ishakiri, and they want to see your name because your name tells where you come from immediately. Because you want Shuku. Whose Shuku is this? So that one is you cannot. Even if you want to go to another, they look at the name, they look at your history, to see where you're coming from. So they will call it, I don't want a stranger in my land, because a stranger is going to come. The most they will do is to lease it. That is if it's commercial.
Yes.
Because I know they do lease in Warri. They lease like Chevron is in Escavo. They lease that land to Chevron. It's not
outright sale.
Yeah. And also I know some people from the north. I know one time they came. They wanted to build a big market in Warri, somewhere where I live. They leased that place for them. So when they know your time is up, okay, you can just pack and go.
So, but then, is that supposed to apply to communal land, or family land? Or because I know that we have in core traditional areas, for instance, if you want to buy land, there are lands that are family lands, that are communal lands that you can't just buy individually. But there are lands that are commercial lands in terms of just like going to Lagos to say I want just go to Lagos to say I want to buy land, without that land probably location, for instance, maybe it's not in one of those remote areas. Maybe it's like in the commercial hub, like in the place.
Commercial hub,
right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, I got you.
So if you want to buy land, such land that is communal or family land, of course, you may have issues.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
You may have issues because I know that I've had experience like that before, and so sometimes I wonder why are we fighting to be different. If we are saying that we are one, so you are fighting. You want to secede, right? You want to be on your own, but there is no unity. That is crazy.
Yeah, there's this feeling that I don't know the definition of this word. When they said one culture is superior to the other, I forgot the word, because everybody's trying to make that culture more superior
than the other.
Yes. So it's a kind of a fight. We just fight among ourselves in Nigeria, thinking
like competition or something.
Right? The parents pass it to the kids.
Yes.
So, and the kids, I mean, it's no longer working. I think it ends in my generation. Because I don't think my generation. For example, my mom. The way their generation was, she would tell us, "Oh, I wish you could marry a Shakiri person." Please marry. That's how.
Yes.
That's how she was brought up. Her mom brought her up that way because, of course, her mom and her dad are all Shakiri. So she has grown up there. They've already groomed him to allow their children do that. But me, she tried, but I know
it didn't just work.
It didn't work there. So.
It's so amazing because even in the southeast as a whole, some villages, some states, some villages also make it a point of duty for instance, their first daughters don't marry outside their community. Like I know of a place in my state where if you're a first daughter, you don't even marry a man outside the community.
Is it the Owerri Umashi?
No, that's Abia State. So we have Ohafia people, We have those from Mafia Item, those places. Yes, they hold it in highest. Like they hold it so strong. For a first, in fact, I have a friend of mine that wanted to marry someone. My friend is from Abia State, but on a different side of Abia State. So the lady, as the first child and the first daughter of the family, is from a different side. And in that side, you don't, as the first daughter, you don't marry a man that is not from your area. I'm telling you a true story. That marriage is not good.
It's a tradition.
Yeah, it is.
So if you marry, what's gonna happen?
I don't know what will happen, but it's something that's just like
abomination.
Well, abomination. Maybe it used to be abomination, but it's just like I think the idea is they want to preserve the family culture, the history. Yes.
Yeah. So that's exactly
that is the idea.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So they want to preserve. They want to preserve what they always had within them,
a particular culture.
Yes.
And it happens. We've seen occasion where, and this one is a real life situation. Occasion. I have a cousin who, the mom and dad is from the east, and the guy is here, but they don't want him to marry anybody other than somebody from that particular culture, his particular culture. He was told to go back home and look for a girl that was in his culture and bring the girl here and marry the girl. And we've had occasions where all this backfires. We've had occasions whereas most ladies now do it, right? They will go back to their own country, look for a guy that is from their own culture, marry them, and when they come here, the guy leaves.
Really?
Yeah. It does happen. So these are the things that at the end of the day we reap the repercussion of it.
Yes, I agree.
So I think it needs to stop, because I think we need to be given the freedom to marry who we want to marry, even within or in a country, in a more diversified culture, right?
Yes.
So, and again, there are homes where we have a male child who is the only boy in a lineage, and they're forcefully telling this guy, you must marry from the culture.
Yes.
Yeah, we want to have kids from that particular, we want to bring it within, and it has been a disaster if that guy doesn't go and do what they say. So it's a big
issue.
It's a very, very big issue.
But at the risk of trying to mop everything together, right? Our parents are wise. Now, when they were raised up, even as at now, there are some things they know that they are telling us now, and they have reasons to back up those things they're telling us.
Definitely.
Now, have you ever heard about when they will say, okay, you see these people, don't marry these people, these particular people from this side, because their women are like this. And of a truth, you will see that it's true. The women are like that.
The community that is brought up, they are all behaving the same.
Yes, they have it. Like let's say they have high. They always leaving their husband.
It's true.
They always divorcing their husbands. So don't marry from these people.
You have a point here. I'm telling you, you have a point. I have my uncle did that. My uncle too did that particular thing. The mom and these people from this culture, they are not this thing. He married the lady. Before they marry, no child. After a while, they had children. Then it's problem upon problem. At the end of the day, both of them died.
Wait, why did they die?
Because they keep on putting pressure on themselves. Like, it's like the man married, just like you said, our parents. See, let me diverse a little bit. You see our parents, right?
Yes.
Immediately when we come to tell them, okay, we want to marry from a particular culture,
Yes.
they do findings.
Oh yeah, of course. That's that part of culture.
They do findings.
They do findings. Yes.
They will go and find
The family.
the
They will
family,
trace the
they will
family.
trace the family
Back to their lineage.
back to the lineage,
The village.
the
gone.
village.
Yes.
They will go and they will ask questions.
Yes.
How are these people? How are
Yes.
these people? How are
Yes.
these people?
That's true.
If they hear one or two things and they do their findings deep, I mean, I'm talking about deep findings, they will come and warn the guy that no, don't go.
No, no work.
They will warn the guy, don't go. Don't go. And that is what happened to my uncle. They warned him not to go.
So they did the findings.
They did findings. They warned him not to go. They said the women from this particular culture,
They have the way they behave.
they have the way they behave. They are irrational. The way they behave is out of ordinary. Out of the ordinary. That was what killed my uncle. And also killed. They were like waging war against each other.
You see, that's why I said that our parents are wise. So I think the idea is just to strike a balance. But I don't know where that balance is going to come from. I don't know how you're going to strike the balance. Because we have also seen cases where parents will say, don't go, don't marry. They will marry and everything will be successful.
Just, yeah, of
So
course, yeah.
at what point do you even begin to understand whether they are trying to lead you astray or whether they are, they are being like stumbling block to your success?
See, and what I would say, it is not easy.
How is it? It's not.
It is not easy. Sometimes our parents can be right, sometimes they can be wrong. They can be right and they can be wrong
That is true.
in some certain scenario. And that is why most of our parents want us to marry from a particular culture, from that our own culture, that they know that yes.
It's just like the devil you know.
How we behave. Exactly.
The devil
It's just
you know.
like the devil you know.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. And that is one of the reasons. Because you don't know marrying from another culture, you don't know
The mixture,
the background,
the
the
whole thing,
mixture, even we as we did this America self, marrying from a different culture. You see there is different. Yes. The compatibility.
Two of you are married
Exactly. The compatibility sometimes is a big issue.
Yeah, you are right. So the parents they want the same culture marriage because it's easier, like
Yeah,
your wife
it's
speaks
easy.
the
Understand
same-
your
understand-
parents, you know?
the same
Not even
language.
understanding the parent, understanding each other,
No, but I
understanding the culture, understanding the omelala.
yes, that one is true. But
Yeah.
I mean, for you guys, you are able to figure it out. You're able to get under the same roof. It's difficult.
It's difficult.
I mean, if you married for like how long? More than 5 years?
Yeah.
You more than 4 years or so. I'm counting. So I'm not even talking about two of you. I'm talking about, for instance, how does your parents feel when all of you are together and these women are not really understanding how things work?
Like I told you before,
Yes.
my parents, they wish, they just wish, they know they will be hurt that they didn't carry on their
Yes.
values.
Yes.
And again, it depends on the person you got married to.
Yes.
So we that broke from that norm, they've seen. So we made our parents see reason.
Exactly.
They say, okay,
This thing can still work.
It can
Even
work.
though
Yeah.
they didn't
Like
follow our...
proving them wrong.
Yes.
Proving them
So-
wrong. Yeah.
yeah. So it's not about how a community is raised. It's how that single person is raised. How that one person is raised from his family. Not about how a community raised.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's the
Yeah.
point.
Certain
Yeah.
people.
So yes. So
Yeah,
so,
you see what Mark said is very true. It's very true in a sense that I think the way we're shaping the ideology of our parents has to do with us, right? The way it's like trying to show them rights in a respectful way,
Yes.
in a more empathetical way.
So you just follow everything they tell you.
Yeah, it's not as if you are throwing away everything
Right.
that they are telling you.
Yes.
Right? It's about taking everything that they are telling you into consideration.
And then trying
Eh?
to see.
And also letting them know that, okay, this is a decision that you have taken, and respectfully allow them to see your side. about the whole situation.
Yes.
Right? So, just like Mark said, my parents too feel the same way. How I wished. They feel totally the same way. But I have the way I've shaped my wife.
Yeah.
Right?
To conform to those.
To conform to my own heritage,
yes,
my culture, even though I have also converted into our own culture as
yes,
well.
Yes.
Right? Made them see a different perspective.
Yeah.
Right? He like the way he behaved around them, it's like this person truly is from my culture.
Right.
That's
why I said I'm not glad about it.
Yeah, this person truly is from my culture. Yeah. They love her.
Yeah, you see?
They love her.
Because whether you like it or not, our parents, they are all groomed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, for example, if you want to know, like, for example, if I wasn't married, and I'd say, okay, mommy, I'm here in America, say, mommy, find one wife for me from Nigeria. What's the first thing that will come to our mind?
Definitely
from my
tribe.
From my tribe. From my tribe.
She's not going to go.
Our friend daughter.
It's
not that the person is have good
behavior or anything. Yes.
The first consideration is that location.
Yes.
Before
that
character,
that
beauty, other things will start following.
Exactly. So that's
it's true.
Yeah. So you not say I want to go and check Urobo or Igbo. Oh, my pikin dey find wife again. Shakiri first.
Shakiri.
So even though we don't see, they don't see any good character from Shakiri, they will look for one person that is not doesn't have any good character, but that person must come from Shakiri. Even though there is no person, no good person in Shakiri, you must marry that person because she cannot leave that culture, because the way they have been groomed, she cannot leave and go to another tribe to go and find, that's just it.
Yeah, that's true. You know, we're talking about marriage and the things that needs to be changed, and we've made that point. We've been at that point, home, and that is so true. Yeah. Now, what do you guys think about how we mourn and how we bury people in Nigeria? I mean, I'm going to talk about my culture, Igbo. I think we have similar things, similar culture with Yoruba and Shekiri too. But I think the northern people are the only people that are different in terms of how they bury their dead. So once someone dies, the person is getting into the grave within the next 24 hours. Right? There's no the ceremony will come later, no matter who you are, right? Except for a few cases. If, for instance, if you die outside the country, they will have to bring you back and all these things. But most of the times, once you are dead, they are putting you into the grave immediately, right? But it's not same for me, for ours. Now, many years ago, I wrote a piece. I used to write. I wrote. It's like I used to do this Facebook post many years ago. So I wrote a few things, and one of the things I wrote down about, and the topic of that piece I wrote was culture and tradition, gasping for breath while men die. So I painted a scenario about what I used our own background as Igbos, right, to write it. How that we are being made to obey some rules and regulations traditionally. Men are literally dying. Those that are living are dying because they want to bury people. So, when someone dies, for instance, in my village, my place, my own culture, if you're 70 and above, you have to buy cow.
Even if you don't have money.
Which one is you don't have money? Which one is you don't have money?
I was even going to...
You have to buy cow.
I'm coming now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one, you have to buy cow. Then do some other traditional rites. Those are compulsory things. Now, the issue is not, nobody's going to tell you to do it. Like, if you don't do it, you will do it. Now, the idea is this. The culture is a bit spiritual. In the sense that some people that do not have money at the time, they will do it even if it's 50 years later. But you must buy that cow to appease the dead. And while at it, before you do that thing, you don't just go about eating cow in other people's burial ceremonies. If you say you try it, you might die. I'm telling you two life story.
Okay, those are So if someone eats it, they will die.
That's it. I've heard stories.
The thing is, one thing I've heard about, or I've known about this thing, that they threaten you that if you eat this thing, you will die.
Sometimes,
If you tell people that you've eaten, okay, for example, you have eaten the cow, you'll be so scared, and you start telling people, you tell evil people,
and then they use it against you.
They will use that to say, this is free meat, so they will start.
That is one aspect of it.
Uh-huh.
But I also think that it is true for the other aspects, in the sense that if you have not done that traditional right, for instance, you lose your mom or you lose your dad at the age of 70 or thereabouts, if you do not do that thing, I think sometimes I even think that it doesn't matter, as long as if the person dies before 70, I think you have to still buy the car and do it. So, but the idea is you have to do it whether at the time or later on when you have money, but you have to do it.
You have to do it,
right? So now I want to read something I wrote here. I said, never you allow the rules of men take away your conscience. Traditions are meant for men and not meant for traditions. So this is just like to say that why are we keeping to some rules that we are made by people that are no longer in existence? So I genuinely believe that, for instance, burial ceremonies, how we bury people in a very flamboyant manner. So once someone dies, that's when you start going to the village to renovate the house of the village. Maybe the person has been alive, suffering. Maybe the person has not even eaten cow meat in the past 10 years of his life. But when the person drops dead, everybody will stand around, gathering money, millions of naira, doing traditional rites, doing this, doing that, building house, fresh house, for instance, or renovating the old ones. People are being put under pressure. That is my own distaste about my culture. For me, if you ask me, I would say if anyone that is not up to 80 years, what would I celebrating? If it's 80 years and above, you can do celebration of life and eat, everybody will be happy and do other. But when somebody is less than 80, let it be a solemn ceremony. Let it be that you guys will come among the dead and go back home.
Do they mandate in your culture? Do they mandate it to be that flamboyant?
Yeah.
Now,
people are just making it to look like.
Now, what is culture? Culture is influence, right? There are some things that are core in terms of the traditional rites. You have to see the kinsmen. You have to buy cow, buy goat, buy all those things, tell people about it and everything. Those are part of the cultures. Then, how do you think? So, one person cannot just say, "Oh, this is our family. We want to do it the way we want." It's not possible. That's not how it's done. So you have to do it the way every other person does it. Just like in Anambra, for instance, I know that one so well. They bury people there for like 1 week. They are doing different ceremonies every day. Even if the person is dead, like I'm buried, they are doing other rites after the burial ceremony proper, right?
Well, it depends on the way Anambra is. There are also some ethnicity groups.
Yes.
That
have their own things differently.
Yeah, that have their own thing differently. You know, while you were talking about that one too, I was also thinking about how a man comes to marry a lady as well.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that point. We'll get to that point.
Yeah, but the burial part of it, right?
Yeah.
What I would say about it is culture.
I think it's overbearing.
I think so.
For me, it's culture. It's the way things are being.
You think it's okay?
Well, if I don't think it can change any time. I don't think it would change.
I think it will change.
But I'm having this ideology like, I mean, the way you are looking at it might not be the way it is now, because I feel like things are actually changing. We are beginning to not even modernize now. We are beginning to grow, if I should put it that way. We are beginning to see what used to be a norm actually affects us. And we are growing into trying to know the better way to actually do things. I feel like because my uncle just got buried which day like that. My dad was the one that was, and with the elders, right? We're the one that my dad was actually the one that brought the money, coordinated, and brought the money,
yeah,
and organized it. It wasn't in a big way, it was normal, just like what normal traditional burial
Rites.
would look like.
Yeah.
Burial rite would look like, right? There's nothing special about it, right? There
Maybe
was
because
nothing.
it was easier. Maybe
There
because
was-
maybe because there is money, and then it was easier for you guys.
It wasn't because it was easier.
I'm just saying because some people are not able to do. Are not. Do you know how some people leave their family members in the mortuary in the morgue for months?
Yeah.
Because there's no money to bury the person.
Yeah.
Don't you know that part?
You are right in that.
So why are we being held hostage by the fact that we have certain ways we need to bury people to be able to bury them? I mean, that's my opinion. So you guys might have
Well, there's another culture. I think the Yorubas. There is another culture that after that person died, after some few days, they actually bury the person. They will actually go lay the person to rest. Then come
Begin the
later
rites.
when there is money, they will come and do the burial rites for that person.
I think that's
Some cultures are different. Right?
Yes.
That's why I said it's culture.
what I was saying from my own perspective.
Yeah, that's why I said it's culture. Everybody has different ways. Even when you come to the modern world too, as well too, there are. I feel like they do it. When we come to US, I feel like
What do? These guys they mostly burn people to ashes.
they
and
burn, but
everybody
they-
go to their way.
they burn, but they still keep people in morgues.
They do.
They keep people in morgues until when they are when they are able to raise money to be able, especially if that person doesn't have insurance. I'm telling you, or life insurance. When that person doesn't have life insurance, they will keep paying for that this thing until they gather money to bury the person. Especially if the family members say no, they're not gonna. We need him to be cremated. We don't want him to be burned.
Yes.
Because there's actually a different fee for it
For
to be
cremation,
burned,
yeah.
and for it to be burned is cheaper. For it to be cremated is expensive. So it's their own way of, it's their own traditional way that they feel like is best known to them.
I feel the best way is the way that nothing people do it. Once you die, you open to die.
Fast and easy.
Like me now, me and my mommy was having a conversation. She was telling me that, God forbid, that if I die, they have to come and bury me. They will bring my body to Nigeria. They will come and bury. I said, why? I asked her why. I said, why would you?
That's part of it.
Yeah, why would you do
Culture.
that? It's part of
Part of
culture.
culture.
There's no more. It's very expensive to do
Do you know
that.
that it's very expensive?
Like Shedrack,
My-
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
It's Igbo now. I mean, it's
It's
very
Igbo.
here.
But the reason why Shedrack own was like that is because his mom was more, his mom was a pastor.
Okay.
She get.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you're a pastor, most of all those Omela like cultural this thing,
Yes.
it doesn't come to your head. All you want to do is, okay, this person has been called upon by the law.
Yeah.
Let's do the right and do it, and let's do the burial right, and that's it, right? But this one is true life story. My mom's, you guys know, my mom's sister husband.
Yeah,
that was in California.
Yes.
They sent the body go out, so
Yeah.
Are you serious?
they carried his corpse. They buried him in Nigeria. He died here. They buried him in Nigeria.
And he has lived here almost all his life.
He lived not almost all his life.
Okay.
He was in Nigeria, then came here.
At his older age too.
No one when he was a little bit younger.
Wow.
Yeah, and he came here.
That's a lot of money.
Is it a lot of money?
Do you know that they created a WhatsApp group for this man? People were contributing.
You see, that's the point.
People were contributing. I'm very sure that the amount, a lot of people was in that group. I'm very sure that they raised up to, like, if not close to $30,000 or $50,000 for that man.
For someone that is for body. Like,
Yeah.
Do you understand? Wait, body, lifeless body. That's my point. We do a lot.
That's a
And they still have to go there cook. Did you know that they did wake up for him? They did everything here. They still went to Nigeria again and did the same thing.
Now, okay, let me read something for you. How can the living be made to smell death because they want to bury the dead? How is it that people that are living are struggling to live? They're actually dying because they want to bury those that are dead.
Yeah.
That is crazy. we are being held hostage to an extent.
Yeah, and you know what? If you don't do it, they will say, "Oh, you are going against tradition."
That's the point.
Yeah.
You give the evil people
The opportunity to manipulate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he didn't do this. Oh, I think I can do something to harm him now because he has he's caused an abomination. Normally, if you don't, nothing's supposed to happen, but you are giving them that hand to do something.
Yes.
And if something happened, they're going to tell you, "Oh, it's because you didn't."
We did not do this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is the truth. You're right.
Yeah.
In my culture in Warri, I don't really know much about it, minority culture, but the ones I knew when I was growing up, learning about the burial ceremony in Shakiri, once someone dies, the whole family have to shave off their head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bald.
Really?
Yeah.
Some people stood there and they wear white, right?
Black.
Is that what? I don't think we do
Some
that.
culture do that.
Oh yeah, we don't. I don't.
Yeah,
That's
some
not what we do.
No
culture
matter how
do that.
long your hair or how
Yeah. The
my
woman.
mom,
Yeah, the woman. Especially the wives, right?
yeah. Like when my mom loses her dad.
Yeah.
She shaved. My mom used to have really long hair.
Yeah.
She shaved everything bald. He said you have to go bald, And even if the father of a house passes, everyone has to go bald.
Yeah.
Then you don't have a choice. So I'm like, is this not being held hostage? Like, and if you don't go bald, like what we're saying,
Yes.
you give a reason.
There is a spiritual thing, expression to it.
Yes.
What happened to you?
Yeah,
because
there's
of
an
what
expression
people
to it,
see.
We say yes.
Maybe if you run away and maybe if you are somewhere and you didn't and nobody knows about your hair situation, nothing's gonna happen to you.
Yes. But that knowledge will create that fear.
Yeah.
And people will want to use it against you.
Yeah.
And anything happens to you, they will say that's the reason.
That is it. There are so many things, but that's the one I know. When someone dies, they have to go find out if that person is a witch or a wizard.
No.
So I'm telling you.
How do you do it?
There's a seer, like it's a must. No matter how Christian you are, they must play the oracle to check if you are a witch or a wizard, and if you are, you'll be thrown away.
What?
Yeah, your body will be thrown away.
Like evil forest, like into the evil forest or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be thrown.
Yeah, you'll be thrown, but you'll be.
If you bury that person, like the same thing we're talking about. If someone is a witch or wizard and
you bury the person, something's gonna happen to the family.
Yes. Because people will use that opportunity to, same thing we're talking, attack the family and say, "Oh, it's because you buried that person and something is happening," So we're being held bound by that.
Yes, there's so many scenarios. There are some people that they bury them. They'll say no, they want to be buried. They should bury them in the house that they built. There are some people that are buried in their room.
Oh yes, that's true.
Yeah,
they break the ground,
and
bury the person.
Yeah.
In fact, when one of the popular actors died last year, or I think it was last year, so they got drowned. You heard the story. They got drowned. Two or three of the crew members also got drowned too. So the problem now was that they wanted to take the bodies of those people to go back to the place and bury them, but they said that you can't take them because the spirits around the river does not allow such, that because they got drowned they have to bury them in the river bank. I say waiting with this.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So these are also all the issues, right?
Yeah. There are some people that
and to be very honest, one of them was actually buried close to that river. But then one of the families insisted that they must take their family member out of the place and bury them in the village.
We have a ruling for that. So if someone drowned in the river, you can't be buried. Yeah, there's a way to bury the person. Yeah, we have a ruling for that. To be honest,
if it's not inside the river, maybe close beside the river.
Now, sometimes I wonder, are these traditions things that we keep because we are afraid of the consequences? What do you think?
I just think people use, like I said, people can use that to punish you. Or it's just the same thing we're saying. Once someone knows that you're going against tradition, they will use that opportunity to harm you.
Yeah.
For example, there's this my mom in those days when we were growing up, there is this leaf, they call it scent leaf.
Yeah.
From my mom's village, you can't eat it.
Scent leaf?
Yeah.
That we used to cook soup.
Yeah.
Cook soup now.
Yeah.
Sweet soup.
Yeah.
But
I think my mom does not eat it. Like,
really?
Yeah, from my village, they say if you eat it, you're going to grow so many things. And then
Hey, God.
so there was one time I went to my friend's party in Nigeria already, and then I ate the scent leaf soup. I told my mom, I brought it to one. She said she smelled the scent leaf. They said, you don't shop out. I said, every small thing. I said, forbid that one. I said, I said, me, we chop. So nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
You see, just that fear that it creates. So no, if my mom now goes to the village and starts
telling them that
my son eats
scent
leaf for,
that's when they will now
They will go to the
come
someone
together and say,
might not say, okay, there's a loophole. Let's do this. Yes.
So they work with your fear. That's just it.
So it means that we are really deep into this thing.
some of us are deep, some of us are not.
Can it be changed? Can we begin a crusade? I'm not saying that we should champion a cause. I'm like, if for instance, individually as families and
To some extent, it has been changing.
Man, I don't know about.
To some extent, I think it's been changing. I think a lot of people have started growing up to see some loopholes with our culture. It's not just the barrier. There's a lot of things.
Now let's even talk about the marriage aspect of the distaste I have about it. Now.
I think Igbo have it worse.
Even in that Igbo, right? Different cultures are there.
Yeah.
So you tell me that. So my brother got married to his wife, just recently in December, before the January ceremony. In fact, I have another my friend that is from Mbise, from Imo State. And of course, the general thing is that in BC people are very expensive to get married to. Like they're very expensive. You have to buy a lot of things. I was with my friend the day they went to pay her bride price. She wasn't there. We were living in university at the time. So the husband went to her family house to do the traditional rites. Do you know that when they brought out the things that they're supposed to, there is this argument as you must buy everything. If it's 10 tubers of you buy 10 tubers.
Yeah.
If it's, So when that argument started coming up, that the guy was like, I'm not able to do all these things now.
Yeah.
They started arguing. Now tell me, everybody there, kinsmen, daddies, brothers, uncle, sister, far distances, people that don't contribute 1 naira in your head.
Yeah.
You
go pay.
People that did not contribute.
Yeah.
This is the part that makes me angry. And this is the part that I also love about the fact that I don't have a sister. So nobody will come and do that thing with my family. Nobody will come and sit down and say, our daughter, you are getting married.
Just leave. Elders that will be speaking.
Yes, now.
Yeah, imagine.
So,
for me, in a way, I was happy.
See,
that you don't have to do that.
I'm honestly speaking. So
true.
nobody's going to. So on that particular day, she usually called her person on phone and warned them. If they make this guy leave this house and not get married to her, that'll be a problem. Because some people literally run away when they see the list. It's a lot.
It's a big list.
And the people that you are planning for, you want to host and everything, they don't send you. Not 1 naira is not from them to you. Sometimes I don't even know your name. You just know it's tradition. They will gather.
Yeah.
They will gather.
Yeah.
You buy bread, you buy alcohol, you buy this, buy that, buy this and that.
This thing that you said,
bro, that is crazy.
This thing that you said is true, and it happened to my sister recently.
Your sister also got married, right?
My sister got married, but my dad is vast. When I was, because we were having discussion about it, me and my dad were having. I said, Daddy, this is one of your first daughter that will marry in this family. I don't know what is involved. What is at stake? Can you explain it to me? Then he started explaining. He explained. Then at the point, he said it's him that will decide, because it's his daughter. He's the one that took care of her. He's the one that take him out to school, paid for everything and all that kind of stuff. That he is the one that would decide, not any other cultural elder or anything.
That would decide only to the extent of the things that pertain to him.
Pertaining to him.
So he doesn't have all decisions to make.
So what my dad did was, I'm the one that would tell the guy what the things to bring
to do for the parents.
So and whatever it is that he gave the guy, was very reasonable. He asked the guy, go bring 300,000 and bring so item. That was it.
The parents are kind.
Even the 300,000, my dad said he told me that he didn't even collect anything in that 300,000. He said it was that money he gave to
The villagers.
the elders in the village. That this is the money
That will cater for everything that they're looking for.
No, not even cater. This is the money that they use to marry my daughter.
Okay.
He gave it to the elder. You know, the money that they use to marry your daughter is different from
Yes.
the whole money
Yes.
for arrangement.
So the
Yes.
bride price
And the bride price and the items.
And yes, items. So it's
Yes.
called the bride price now and the dowry.
And the dowry.
Yes,
exactly.
it's different.
The dowry,
Yes.
yes.
Oh,
So,
it's different.
yeah,
Yes,
it's
different.
So the dowry now is the money.
Yes, the dowry can just be like just a little bit of money, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah,
But the bride price is the least.
Yeah,
The entire thing.
the bride price is the least.
The yam,
The yam,
goat,
the cow.
the
Well,
rice.
we have two. It's one we have now.
So no, that is
No,
different.
it's
In Igbo culture, it's
in
different.
culture is different.
Yes.
Yeah, it's different.
When
Yeah.
your sister wanted to marry, was it in a where you guys in Yoruba or you guys went to the village?
So they had to do traditional wedding. So they did that one in my father's village.
Okay, that's one brings me to one question.
Yeah.
I heard that
My
in
father's
Igbo
village, yeah.
culture, wherever you are, you have to go to the village.
Yes.
So that is the culture,
That's the culture.
right? So the idea is so a woman that gets getting married, you don't get married outside the father's home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? You don't get married outside. So, for instance, you live in Abuja and then you are from, let's say, Abia State. Once the time comes, you gotta go
You
back.
have to go back to the
And it's a
village.
must.
Yeah.
That's tradition. It's
It's
compulsory.
traditional. It's called. That's,
So
yeah.
is that being held? Are you guys being held bound by that kind of?
I mean,
arrangement?
so right now, yes, it is. It's part of it. So, but right now, like we always say, not everything is the way it used to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now, if I'm here and now I see someone I want to get married to, and the person is from my state, and here we go do it. Nobody's going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the point. But now, yes. So
when it's
Nigeria all is compulsory.
It's compulsory.
do you know why?
Yeah.
When so
Davido
I have a
married
friend. I have a friend. They
You
did.
go.
They
Davido
did.
go.
Yes.
Davido
I don't see
go.
am.
They went.
go.
They
You
went.
don't go see am, but
They went to the village. They did.
Yeah.
He pay dowry. I sure say
He
the
did.
dowry way go pay and he go loud.
when my friend got married, they were living in Abuja.
They did.
The parents of the lady, all of us were in Abuja together. So we now went to, as friends of the group, we now went to pay bride price. Do you know that after paying that bride price, when they now went back to the village to do the ceremony, the elders said no, that they have to do everything afresh.
Afresh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not lying to
Yes,
you.
yes,
This is
yes.
a true life story. In fact,
It's true.
Wait,
This is the
they
true
went. They first went to the.
they
village.
did everything afresh.
They go do am afresh, yeah.
Everything they did in Abuja, they cancelled it. They said that one is not part of it.
Yeah. So
See, those are the people that are holding.
These are the issues.
yeah, those are the
yes.
issues that we
These
have.
are the uncles
So
and aunties in the village that are causing
Yeah,
problems.
yeah.
Die, come on.
yeah.
You
You don't even talk. You don't even talk and finish. There is another one where we say if you are owing money, if they write your name for the maybe Sisters in Christ or church or this thing, if you are owing money, you must pay that money.
Yeah, you have to
before
pay.
people
You have to
will
clear
come
the
out.
debts.
You have to clear
yeah,
that
clear
debt
the debts
before
yes.
people will come out for you and come and rejoice with you and do traditional wedding. So traditional wedding in my place is not really elaborate one unless you want to make it elaborate. In my culture, we don't. It's not a must to do it elaborate unless if you decide.
The
that
question,
you want to do
the
it
issue is
elaborate.
not elaborate.
Yeah, I know. I'm just clarifying
Because the
clarifying
main marriage
that.
thing is when two families come together to say we have seen your daughter and we love her and we
Interested,
want to get married to her. The agreement between both parties, both families, that is what is the marriage. That's what the marriage is. Then plus the items that you bring to exchange.
Yeah.
Now, when my dad got married to my mom, he told us about the things the things you buy, the yam and everything.
Yeah.
You know, and you
My
know all
dad
those
did
things.
not,
But they were not even as
my popsi did not do
expensive
Yeah.
as things are right now.
My popsi did not even do arrangement with any
Tell me why
any
somebody.
traditional people.
Yeah.
They did
So
not.
the reason
He
people
did everything
stay
right.
for a long time without getting married is because of the money involved in getting married.
Yeah, the money, yeah. So what our culture people do is they first of all size you.
Yes, they do it. They change the list. They change the list. When they see they're gonna write some
They will
things.
write, yeah.
Write
They
some
will
new
size
things
you.
on the
Yeah,
list.
they will size you.
Once they know that you are from a rich family, or they know that you are capable,
yes,
or
they will size
they will
you.
go and write the list.
They will write list.
Hey.
Go, yeah,
They do it.
they do it. They will size you up.
Do you understand? These are the issues we're having.
That's the issues, yeah.
But I've had stories that of from your side whereby the father got mad with the elders and chased them away. So does that render the marriage invalid?
So now,
Because of the greed of the elders.
there are situations where the parents of the bride carefully sideline the elders.
Yeah.
But those are not common. They're not common, but it happens.
But yeah,
I've seen people that I've seen some families that don't even invite the elders. They don't even invite.
Yes.
They will just do their family thing. Everybody will go. Nobody's saying that your marriage will not work. Your marriage will work, but the issue now is how are they going to be looking at you in the village? Your name, your family name, and that's where your parents comes in. They won't want to do anything that will bring the shame to the family.
And if the
Right?
if the girl don't have child, they will not tell you. They will not say
That this is the reason. You don't
That's not the reason. No, you invite us.
Yes.
Now the reason.
You understand?
Oh yeah, come on, make I say.
These are the issues.
That's the issues. Yeah, some of
So,
the issues. Yeah.
There are lots of issues, and I feel like, honestly, sometimes I'm so happy that I don't have a sister, because that way nobody will come and say, they want to marry my sister, and then they will now come and start bringing a list for who.
No, now you go give the guy this now if they come for your sister.
So now the issue is this: families are not the problem.
Yeah,
the problem are the
families.
All
are
those
actually,
other
families are
families
not
can
the
have
problem.
concession.
You see,
Like my grandparents, they are the best people on earth.
Yeah, you see,
My grandparents, their own, they will be like,
it's true.
leave us, don't bother about
It's
us.
true.
Don't bother about us.
You see,
do the things for the
It's
elders.
true. My sister
You know?
actually came.
My
sister called us for round table, say, see we want to do a traditional wedding, but my husband doesn't have it like that. Yeah.
That's understanding will be there for the family.
My sister called us. He told us. Then he told my popsy, popsy, you don't get money like that, please. If you know what my dowry is, maybe you should cut it a little bit for him, because he doesn't have it like that. And we all understand.
And people will
but the problem no be family.
It's not family.
Na
It's
elders.
the extension.
So inside that money so the money my dad asked was the money that the elder people asked for, not the money for him giving a daughter away.
Yes. On the wedding day, there are things that you need to also do for the people you're inviting.
Yes.
Do you understand? So you don't just cook general food, everybody go and eat. They have to cook their own food specifically.
Yeah.
What they demand, they have a list of what you need to do for them.
no.
Yeah,
Bro,
those
has to be broken.
that
we are deep.
300,000 that they gave them it's for them. You are still going to provide
Yes.
cartons of
Of
drink they are
drink.
going to drink.
The kind of food that they will demand.
They have their own
They have
cooler,
their own
cooler,
separately.
separate drink. Separate canopy. They go dey one canopy. Now they go dey one canopy. They go get their own canopy.
That is true.
Everything is they got to get there.
They are there to
And
cause
if you
problem.
don't provide them a problem, they are there to cause problem. They are there to cause problem. Yeah.
That's the issue.
And you must satisfy them.
See,
It's a
if you
must that you
don't,
must satisfy
everything
them.
that you have done right will be wrong.
You wrong.
If you
You
do
must
everything
satisfy
right
them, yeah.
and you do them wrong, everything is wrong.
But if you do everything right, they dey ready to take your
Back you up.
big.
I just feel that
Yeah.
these things should not, because, like I said, our culture is what largely influences our behavior. A young man cannot come out and say, I want to get married without money to be able to do all those things that they have on the list. Everybody wants to show that they have it, or that I can do it. But people are getting drowned.
Yeah, that's one of the
Put
reasons.
under pressure for no reason. No clear reason.
Now, why our
Honestly.
men now, most of our men now, if you look at the marriages, our marriages has gone back. The percentage of marriages has gone really low.
Because you don't want to put somebody under undue pressure that they're not able to bear.
There's a way to change it. I think they can. It's just the good for you guys to change it.
It's still the individual. It's still individualism. Families are the ones that will say, "This is how we want this thing to be done.
Yeah.
This is not how we want it to be done." Right? And the issue is, if your family is not part of those that are neck deep into culture and tradition, it's easier for them to break out. So, if for instance you have an uncle, your father, that's already carrying this thing on your head, maybe he goes to other people's ceremonies, and he'll be the one that will be saying, "This is how we do it." On his own time, they will come back for him. So you cannot now say, you cannot now back out. You can't back out when it's your time. You have to still do what other people did for you, what you did for other people. So, but if your family is maybe not neck deep into culture and tradition, it's easier to just break out. Like I said, I always thank God I don't get sister, and it's good for me, because maybe I will break somebody's head that day. One of the places.
See, time will take it away, because those people, their kids, trying to want to groom their kids, especially to do those kind of stuff, it will be very hard.
Bro,
I think so. Once they pass,
the point is that as they are now, some people are in the village now learning those ropes that will replace them. They're there now.
It's gonna die down. I believe it.
I believe it's not going to, like, for instance, what it was 10 years ago is no longer what it is right now.
I believe it has died down. That's what I'm saying.
That rope is going to be
I believe it has died. I believe it has died down.
In the 90s, I know some marriages, they just break from that point. That's marriage.
Exactly.
From that marriage, they no more marriage because of the elders.
Yes.
But before, the parents don't have a say.
Yes.
That's
what I'm saying.
Exactly. You can't say anything.
Yeah. Our parents now, elders get sick.
Imagine.
So
now elders. Yeah. It has changed. It has really.
Why are these elders stakeholders in our lives? Why?
Yeah.
I think it's time. If they invite you, come and eat. If they don't invite you, stay in your house.
Yeah. And some I had, they will had. They know you are rich. They will had one. They will had one of their cousins to the list that you have to train.
Yes. So now how it happens? They have the list for the bride's mother, the bride's father. If there is a son in the family, the first son of the family will have his own list.
Yes.
So you, as the man that's come to marry, you have to do all those things for the family.
Yeah.
If they want some understanding, then you now have the list of the youths, and then the elders, and then the mothers.
Yeah, that youth.
Honestly, so I feel that I have been wanting to write, because I started writing about this thing like many years ago, and I've always wanted to discuss about how we should have this conversation and know that we are being held hostage, even though we are living. There are rules that are made, but I think the underlying fact is that rules are made from men make the rules, and not the other way around. So we are not made because of the rules. The rules are made for us. So we are supposed to be able to change those things. The way to suit us and move. So people will not be dying because of those that are already dead, or because we want to live a certain lifestyle. So I believe that this is a conversation that is very important, that people will need to start discussing. But the change will start from families. The change will start from individual families, and not because if you're waiting for those people to come together and say, "Let us stop this," it's not going to stop. So it all depends on whoever it comes to their turn to do what they say. Okay, this is how we want to do it, regardless of whatever people are going to say about it. We don't care, but in a way that will make people to live and not be stifled because they want to get to a certain point of fulfilling these traditional rites.
Do you return the money back, the bride price?
Yes, we return the price. Yes.
So say in our daughter.
So if yes, we do.
Return.
We do return. In fact, what happens is once they bring money, maybe let's do, they'll see like maybe 20,000. They'll collect 50 naira or 100 naira from it, and that will be it. You can't take back the remaining one. So that is my own culture. I know about that.
Yeah, they return. We return. We also forgotten that there used to be a time that if you want to go and marry somebody's daughter and you don't have money, if you get land, now that land
you can use the land as collateral. Yes, but things were easier then.
Yeah, things were easier.
Yeah. So right now everything has been monetized, man.
Yeah, now
you have money, you're dead.
Money.
Yeah, man, you're actually right. Man made these rules. So that people made it seems
as if it's cast on stone.
Or is the God that came out and said
do this or do that.
Hey everyone, you must do. You know that's what
Yes.
it's
Yes.
actually humans that came out with this set
These
of
rules.
And if it's
Unwritten
human,
rules.
and if it's humans that
Crazy.
came to say this, it's not binding. We can edit it, we can modify.
You can modify it and the way to suit people.
The element of fear, we have to take it out. That's that fear. You know, like you said, families. The change can start from family.
Yes.
So the family starts, taking steps, start, eliminating that fear that yes, no matter what, this is your daughter. This is, you have the final say or the most say. I think things will begin to change. Where I come from, it's very easy. It's not.
So you guys don't do all those.
We do the tradition, but it's still like I think it's like ₦1 or ₦2, but they don't stress you.
They don't bring lists and say yam and all those things.
They are very happy you are coming to marry. From their. Yeah, it's very easy. No stress. Once it's straight ahead. I bet the Igbo is very popular. We learn it from the movies. Igbo is very popular in Nollywood. So that's when I learned about this list and all this stuff.
How is it for Yorubas?
It's very serious.
How is it for Yorubas? Is it that stressful?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it's stressful in Yoruba.
You know what? Before they even do it, I think they must have gone to see. In Nigeria, we call it where I call introduction.
Yeah.
The initial saying, you have come with your family to go see
Just
you and your family
yes.
first.
So
go see the girl. So everything is settled there.
So I
Yes.
think it's more like they bring items.
Yeah, just drink and all that stuff.
So maybe bag of rice.
So the Igbo one, when is the introduction? Is it the?
So the introduction, first of all, the first thing, if it's done like the way it should be, the first thing is you guys would families will meet each other for the first time.
Yes.
That's not the final approval.
That's not
No.
the final.
That's called knocking on the door.
Knocking on the
Knocking
door.
on the door.
Oh.
Yes. So once you finish knocking on the door, you now come back a second time.
Yes.
To seek the final approval.
No, that's the second one. The third one is the final
No,
approval.
No. In where we come from, that knocking on the door is settles.
You see,
So
you see,
we'll just give you date. Yeah.
people should be getting married in your place like.
From there you just go do party because
Yeah.
that first
Yeah, that knocking.
No.
That
Three
because
times.
That
Three
knocking. That knocking on the door. They will even call. They will call the girl. This person said he wants to seek your hand in marriage. Do you accept?
Do you accept? Yes, all those things.
If you say yes, okay, everybody will clap. Okay, now then it's okay. Come so we will get
That will
preparation.
not bring the list.
And list
They will not bring
and
the
this
list.
thing
The list
for
is not even going to come the first
Yeah.
time they are coming. It's later.
You're having BP for marriage.
Bro, that's the point.
And there used to be a time that I think the reason why it's like that is because I think it has changed a little bit.
A little bit, maybe.
Yeah. During that time, the one you are talking about, during that time, anybody can just come to your compound. Maybe they see the girl outside and they like the girl. She gets maybe the girl and the guy hasn't been talking yet.
Okay, yeah.
She gets
Okay, that's like arrangement.
like
Oh no, that one is different.
yeah, no, it's not different. It's the same thing. No, the guy can come with maybe an uncle or not just the family, maybe an uncle, and say okay, and come and inform the family that hey, come, we see a apple in your
But
compound.
But who does that these days without?
That's why I said it has changed before.
Yes.
Yeah, before.
It has really changed.
This is before it's like that. But now it's not like 2 or 3 times. Now is the girl and the guys already say they want to be together.
Sometimes they even have child coming.
No, they will say they want to be together, and maybe the girl will tell the guy, okay, come and see my family.
My
if you're
family,
serious.
yes.
They will come. They will come. Okay, we are here. They will bring cola nut, bring this thing. We are here. We saw something on the.
Those are like
you are telling them formally
yes.
that you are coming to marry their daughter.
So the next one is
The next one at least.
No, it's list.
Next one at least.
And then when you get the list, you now go and come back
with all the items.
with all the items.
No.
Yeah,
This thing
with
will
all the
change
items.
potential suitors,
Yeah.
from the list.
I'm telling
you.
That's why.
We've
That's
been
why.
waiting for
That's
years.
why it takes long time for an Igbo man to marry.
Because we want to gather all the
Because
money
we
we have.
gather money.
And it can push people into crime too.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is
of
very true.
You know.
That is very true.
Very, very, because you want to impress. You want to, you know.
Yeah.
Another one that I want to talk about is imposition. Imposing, maybe a guy and a girl met, and the girl got pregnant, right? And in my culture, they will tell you it's that person that you will marry.
Oh no, those things don't happen again.
It still happens. Though.
I mean, I just feel that
It still happens.
that particular one has really, really relaxed.
No, it
People no longer force people to get married. That is crazy.
That's what my culture. You go marry him.
What?
Yes.
So
you marry if you will marry. No. My daddy used to sound this thing to our ear.
So if you impregnate a girl,
when I was little,
you must marry her.
When I was little, yes.
Is that the culture?
Yes, that's the my popsy. They sound down for my ear. Ituba one your born ime. Now you go marry him.
Well, is that your dad? Is it your dad? No. Is it your dad's rule?
I say now our culture. You will marry that girl.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you will marry that girl. There are some cultures that are still doing it.
But if that is obtainable, that's supposed to be taken into oblivion immediately.
Okay, so on that, what about the one? I don't know. It's Nollywood that I see that once the man dies, the wife have to drink the dead body water.
I think those things used to happen before. Like they used to happen.
I don't see it happen.
I don't know if it's happening now.
Again.
But it will shock you to know the things that are going on in villages that you have no idea about.
Yes.
How about inheriting land? Women inheriting land.
Yes.
That has been a culture that's supposed to be before women don't inherit land, but right now, of course, women inherit land now.
Yeah.
Oh yes, women in Igbo yes.
Abrogated.
Before it's the man that always inherits the land.
Yes.
But now woman does.
Once you're the woman and get married, you're no longer.
The woman is the senior. I'm just
you will not inherit anything like called land before now.
And so if you don't have a male child.
That's the problem.
Okay.
That's the problem. That's why everybody's trying to make sure they get a male child.
That's one of the big things about male child for Igbo.
In Igbo, yes. But man, those things are not. I'm so happy about that. At least that one. Legally, it's been abolished. Legally, at least that one, I studied that in school. That one has been, the women inheriting land. Yes, that one has been like. I mean, it also shocked you to know that some people are still not doing it.
Yeah.
So it all depends. Family, the change will definitely come from families. I appreciate your time. Thank you for bringing your insights.